Hello! Welcome to Fight Kingdom 2025. My name is Heckle. Thanks for joining us here in Redmond, Washington. On day 3, I'm going to toss it over to Dulcet Flower, and we're going to go over the schedule for today.
Absolutely. It's good to see everyone here today, bright and early in the morning for some amazing Tekken action. We are going to get things kicked off with some wonderful Tekken 8 finals, the top 8 heading right your way this morning. And then stick around afterwards for some amazing Street Fighter 6 action. And then we're turning back the clock, some Third Strike finals, and some Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It is going to be a fun-filled, jam-packed day. I cannot wait. Are you ready for this, Heckle?
I'm so excited for Tekken Top 8. And the rest of the streams as well, but we're locked in for Tekken Top 8 right now. First match up is going to be winners semifinals. We got Dandy versus Stardust.
This is an exciting matchup because I think Stardust has been a grinder in the Seattle scene, has been playing so many local tournaments here and has been doing fantastic. On the Shaheen has sort of found new life in a lot of ways. So very strong Shaheen player, but Dandy playing amazingly yesterday. Big wins over folks like Silence and some others. Some really good performances on the Steve and making big use of that flicker stance. So gonna be cool to see how those two face off in this first match. But yeah, lots of big names in the tourney here. Reborn Nora, a very strong Leo player. Sean Dude, a fantastic Lily player, traveling all the way from Arizona, I believe. So this is gonna be a fantastically talented group of folks in our top 8 today.
Yeah, definitely a lot of strong competitors here in Tekken Top 8 for Fight Kingdom Day 3. So excited to get into it. And yeah, excited to yap.
Absolutely. I mean, by the way, you gotta watch out for the loser side too. I mean, Silence, like in the loser side, could make a fantastic run. Puma Man looking really strong on Double Jin. I mean, KDC, a fantastic King player coming from Portland, and Deagle Dave. Don't forget about the Long Style crew. They got the representative with Elisa here in Deagle Dave. So we're gonna see how all these players do in this top 8. Cannot wait. And already we've got these two ready on the stage to go, if I'm not mistaken. Getting the thumbs up from the crew there. Shout out to Jacob/Straw Hat.
Yeah, shout outs to all the production that's been helping make the streams happen here at Fight Kingdom. If you're not here, we've got some big LED panel monitors on either side of the stage so that the crowd can watch. It's a really cool event, so if you weren't able to make it out this year, definitely try and come out next year. And most of all, support your locals. You know, these events don't happen without the players. So
absolutely.
We're going to hop in here. Stardust versus Dandy. Shaheen versus the Steve.
All right, are you ready to get some Tekken Top 8 rolling? Let's go. Let's hear it in the crowd.
Yeah.
Round 1 underway. Let's get going.
All right, Stardust with a quick down forward 1. Gets the pickup off the ground.
Already trying to enforce that full crouch mix, but good step from Dandy into the flicker stance and gets the heat activated already.
Some nice back and forth from both players here. Good defense from Stardust. Nice throw break.
Already all of Dandy's heat expended for this first round, but good low throw from Dandy. Gives him a chance to retaliate. Ooh, guard break though out of the flicker stance is going to be massive. Tapping those toes. Another guard break here. Nice little low to finish off the first round. Dandy taking the lead.
Yeah, strong first round there from Dandy. Ooh, nice punish there from Stardust. Ooh, and Dandy with the duck launch. That's going to hurt.
Absolutely. Could get that wall splat as well for the explosion, keeping that combo going with the heat. Try to go for the spinning low, but just not quite in range.
Ooh, Shoryuken, but gets blocked and punished by Stardust.
You're going to see a bunch of that flicker stance mix up there. Really scary, but nice counter hit from Stardust. Going to cause a crumple and a launch. A way to get back into this match after taking a blow in that first round. Takes Steve all the way to the wall. Nice wall splat as well. Big damage.
And a quick low heat smash from Stardust while running 2 to close out the round.
Exactly. That dashing 2, a good way to disguise. Might see the slide come later. For now, it's just that mid. But wait a second. Dandy getting the heat activated with the heat engager again.
Nice jab interrupt there from Stardust. A little lateral movement. And again with the jab interrupt. Ooh, and a big launch from Stardust interrupting Dandy.
Yeah, that orbital kick always seems to be so well placed from Stardust. Well done there. And the slide, there it is. So tricky to deal with when you're playing against the Shaheen player. Just those DF1s controlling Dandy's movements. Big interrupt on the heat smash as well. Good side step from Sandy. But nice stuff from Stardust to avoid the guard break this time. He learned his lesson.
Yeah, that was definitely a clutch duck there from Stardust. All right, down forward 1 for the pressure. And Stardust gets the crumple.
Yeah, doing a great job of getting those counter hits rolling already in this match after a tough first round. Good pressure enforcement has Dandy stuck at the wall. Nice punish again, and Dandy down to quite a little bit of HP. Counter hit though into the heat engage is going to be massive, but good whiff punish from Stardust. Tries to go for the grab, gets broken. Heat dash from Dandy at the wall, trying to convert the sidewall. Doing a good job of it, honestly, but just misses on the low.
Stardust trying to make some space, get out of that Steve pressure. Oh, there's the grab. Stardust with the backup against wall.
Nice armor to finish it off. Stardust is taking game 1 here after a rough first round, turning back the tempo onto his side. The Washingtonian playing quite well already. Get that water, gotta stay hydrated, gotta stay locked in.
Good adaptation there from Stardust, using the power crush to interrupt that pressure from Steve there.
Alrighty, so you see, I think that Sean dude on the right giving the little bit tidbits of advice, trying to keep Dandy in this one.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the adaptation is that Danny makes. Strong gameplay from both players here.
I will say, one of the things that was working so well for Dandy throughout the earlier bracket was just that use of flicker stance and using that to basically cause a lot of mix-up. It's so much more difficult to deal with in Season 2 here than it was in Season 1 because some of those mids are quite rewarding, so we'll see how it goes. Back to the arena, this time in the light, above the ground. Here we go. Ooh, goodness.
Nice sidestep launch from Stardust, yeah. Back 2-1, puts Dandy at the wall. Dandy rolling out, trying to turn the tides.
There's that flicker stance mixed up again with the guard break. It's going to be so difficult to deal with because you have to force your opponent to duck, and Stardust trying to duck not that often.
Nice punish there from Stardust, playing extremely patient. No guard break from Dandy. Dandy's on a sliver of health, and Stardust with the down 1 to finish out round 1.
Yeah, Stardust trying to chop Dandy's dreams down here. Takes that first round. Dandy trying to start enforcing those mids out of the flicker stance after all those guard break attempts, but Stardust not going for it so far, staying standing, saying you can guard break me a few times, but it's fine. Big counter hit though, but no afterwards.
Yeah, I think the range was just a little too far there for Dandy to get the punishment off. All right.
Spacing and prodding, poking and prodding. Flicker stance mix up again, but good defense from Stardust throughout this set so far.
Yeah, Stardust doing a great job of just finding those moments for punishment. Dandy rushing in with the offense though, and catches Stardust, stepping.
Yeah, nice little float there to finish it off. 1-1 in this one. Dandy trying to show signs of life so far.
Nice back 2-1 punish there from Stardust. And the running 2 after the heat dash. Sidestep launch. This is going to be a lot of damage.
Big damage. Sweeping off the ground. Good punish off the whiff from Dandy, but already at a health disadvantage. And Stardust in heat is so scared to deal with the full crush. Mix up, gets to the mid. Ooh, big wall splat. And Stardust at match point, trying to move on to those winners finals.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying having to deal with Shaheen and Heat because you got to worry about that low heat smash coming out as well as his other pressure.
Big orbital kick, that could be big. Gets the launch as well. Spends the tornado and the heat activation, and the wall splat is big damage. Nice toe tap from Dandy just to survive, and the heat engage will keep himself alive. Flicker stance to the heat dash just to add extra frame pressure, but it's getting risky for Dandy still. He has no more heat to deal with.
Yeah, both players out of heat, and health is about even, but that's going to be a big pickup for Dandy. Oh no, the combo drops.
Guard break. Flicker stance, but the... Wait a second. Break dart. It's
No!
the break dart is gonna land. Is it enough to kill though?
I don't think that's going to be enough to kill because of the heat bonus here in Season 2, but Stardust got the health back.
HP. 1 HP for both these two.
This is it! Stardust takes it and moves on in winners finals, sending Dandy down to losers.
What a performance from Stardust. He's going to clinch his spot in those winners finals and at least be part of that top 3. A massive victory, getting the Shaheen working after a rough first round, really controlled the tempo, understood the mix-ups, didn't fall for all those guard breaks and said, I'm not going to duck those mids. Fantastic play from Stardust to move on. Who's going to wait him on the other side?
That's the question. Looks like we've got Reborn Nora versus Sean, dude. So winner of this next match is going to be taking on Stardust in winners finals.
What a matchup here. I will say, Reborn Nora plays that Leo, and the Leo in Season 2 is absolutely terrifying, right? The back 1-4, massive frames on block, going to be very scary to deal with. But you've got Shandu who's playing Lily, one of the most elusive characters in the game, can sidestep you all day long. He was doing it to me yesterday in casual games all day.
Yeah, Lily already, Season 1 had some of the best movement and sidestepping in the game, so is only doing better in Season 2.
And you can see
has
Sean
the
just
feisty
moving
rabbit.
and grooving up there on the stage. Is absolutely excited, just vibing for this game. Absolutely ready to get rolling. We're going to see how it goes. Oh my goodness, shaking that booty for the camera. Excited to get things on the road here.
Embodying the feisty rabbit style
Absolutely.
of Lily, for sure.
Absolutely. We're going to see how these two are going to do. They're getting set up. Both, Nora just looks locked in. Reborn Nora just looks locked in, ready to go. But we're going to see how it goes here. The crowd murmuring and getting ready for another exciting match here. Shandu is still just vibing. Absolutely vibing. Ready to play some more Tekken here. I will say, traveling all the way from, I believe, Arizona just for this tournament. So trying to make the travel worth it here by clinching a spot in those winners finals. We'll see if do it.
Absolutely, and it's so important when you're in top 8 to keep it loosey-goosey, you know, keep it light. You don't want to let those tournament nerves get the best of you. So, yeah, definitely good to get those dance moves out.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. The Leo and the Lily in the Coliseum of Fate. Not many walls in this one, but I tell you, there'll be a lot of sidestepping happening.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Shandu deals with the stance pressure from Nora.
Here we go. Look at that already, right off the bat. Nice sidestep from Shandu just to get a little poke off. Oh my goodness. And already caught Reborn Nora off axis. Nice block though from Reborn Nora just to rather nice punish. But again, just sidewalking his way right away. Getting nice launch and good damage off the ground.
Yeah, nice heat activation for the interrupt from Shandu. Both players in heat. And there's the feisty rabbit. And a quick heat burst to end round 1 from Shandu.
Yep, that new smash that Lily has at the mid gives her a lot more options on how to spend the heat. But Reborn Nora trying to activate that heat.
Nice jab interrupt there from Shandu off of the heat activation from Nora.
Yes, though, into the combo confirmed though for Reborn Nora is going to be fantastic. 60 damage off that one, but going to get absolutely stuffed again. That's going to be the story. Shandu not afraid to laterally move around you and dodge your best moves.
Yeah, Shandu definitely doing an excellent job of keeping that lateral movement on lock. And again, gets the sidestep launch on Nora. Going to send Nora all the way to the wall.
Nice Oki setup there just to get the stomp. Trying to stop on Reborn Nora's hopes and dreams here with a quick 2-0 start. Nice backspray with players though from Reborn Nora. Trying to make it happen. Poking away at Shandu's defenses. But Shandu just keeps stepping everything Reborn Nora has.
Yeah, interesting sidestep interaction. Been noticing that a lot more with Season 2 where you sidestep something and it doesn't quite realign as you'd want it to, but Shandu getting a big launch here on Nora, and this is going to be a lot of health. Both characters are in heat, but Shandu spends the heat dash for the plus frames.
Feisty Rabbit mix-up going to not land that time. Reborn Nora, here comes the stance pressure. Nice down jab from Shandu.
Yeah, it's so important to interrupt that Leo stance pressure. So Shandu doing a great job of interrupting and then also just using that sidestep for the evasive movement.
Yeah. Reborn Nora able to get one there with the... Oh my goodness, duck launch is fantastic though. Suddenly Reborn Nora steaming back to life. Damage, catching some of those steps, but Shandu not to be denied. Yet another launch, right back. Full combo. Can this get all the way to the wall? Activates the heat. We're so close. Oh my goodness, almost a wall spot.
Nice block on the feisty rabbit, low there from Nora, but Shandu not letting up with the pressure. Again with the feisty rabbit. Ooh, but sidestep launch there from Nora is going to catch Shandu. Gets the heat activation to extend the combo. and getting a lot of health back. Is this gonna hit? Yeah, it is.
Dude said, un, deux, trois, we are going to the next game. What a rage art from Dude after the step, and says, this is my turf. Silencing the haters. What a statement game from Dude in that first one. Revo Nora gonna have to figure out how to navigate. Definitely had some better chances in those last 2 rounds, but yeah, it's tricky. When Dude is moving like that, very scary to deal with all. Gotta use some of those tracking moves, but can you make it happen? We will see as we head to the Ortiz farm. That's alpacas in the background here.
Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be a big launch from Dude. Yeah, there's the Oki setup with the stomp. Breaking the wall and sending us down to floor 2. And the combo just keeps going. Feisty Rabbit for the pressure and the heat dash. Nice interrupt there from Nora and getting the heat activation. But Dude again with the interrupt after the heat activation.
Stomp and grab, trying to grab away at his opportunity. Dude doing so well on this one and gonna break the floor already, heading to that bouncy house of horrors, and that's where Lily is going to thrive with these wall splats. Not that time, but there's the stop. Nice block from Nora though, gets the heating gauge as a nice little punish.
Yeah, that was a nice adaptation there from Nora. Went for the low after the heat activation because Dude's been jabbing it, but Dude with the sidestep. And Reborn Nora, a lot of gray health to bring back here, but again, Dude with the sidestep launch.
It just feels like every time Nora does something that's not trackable, Dude is going lateral movement and saying, I'm going to launch you. That is 2 straight rounds where that's happened, and already at match point.
Just when you think you've got Dude figured out, they adjust. It's definitely a scary player to be going against here in top 8. Nora trying to make some space. Dude just keeping Nora at the wall. Oh, we were so close to getting that unblockable, but Nora with the interrupt, that was smart, and then gets the wall activation here.
Nora still alive in this one. Has heat activated, has the ability to use rage. He dashes spent by Dude, but nice DF2, but no combo afterwards. Oh my goodness. The sidestep, oh my god. Managed to dash up and get the punish afterwards, and the wall splats! What a conversion from Dude. Only 1 HP left for Revo Nora. The low sweep's gonna clinch it. Dude heading to winners finals after that one. A dominant performance on the Lily, showcasing the sidestepping prowess. Ooh. Woo. That was spicy sidestepping from Dude that entire game. Like, Reborn Nora tried to catch some of those catch some of those steps with the tracking, but my goodness, was it tough.
Yeah, excellent lateral movement there from Dude. That was that was a scary performance. So next up, we are headed down to losers round 1, and we're going to see Silence versus Puma Man, the Nina versus the Devil Jin.
Absolutely. Now, a little backstory here. So the story is that I think in Season 1, Puma Man was actually playing a lot of Nina, which is actually fantastic for knowing the character. When you know your character, right, it's almost like you're playing a mirror matchup because you know what they're trying to do in some sense. So it's going to be interesting to see what kinds of interesting Nina tricks can Silence pull out.
Oh, I lied.
Oh.
It's KDC versus Deagle Dave.
All right, never mind. We're heading to KDC and Deagle Dave instead. I will say, also an exciting matchup, KDC, a great King player, also has a little Pocket Liddy in the back, by the way. Playing against Deagle Dave, who is an amazing Elisa player. Going to get those chainsaws rolling. We're going to see how these two do against each other. Deagle Dave, sort of a little hometown favorite here, has been sort of working his way up the bracket. Had some big wins. I think a big win over Christian yesterday, who was a very strong Jack 8 player. So yeah, really playing well in this season. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, excited. I'm always excited whenever I get to commentate for a fellow King main. And then we got Long Style Zone Deagle Dave, so it's going to be an exciting matchup. Yeah, the Elisa is scary. I was playing a little bit earlier with Deagle Dave, and those chainsaws are still terrifying in Season 2. And Elisa's got that new dual boot mid chainsaw move, which just enforces more plus frames while she's in destructive form. So terrifying, terrifying. Robot running after you, flying after you with wings, trying to chop you down like you're a tree. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what the Matrix warned us about. Yeah. Is just This
robots.
is the singularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alisa is the singularity. And Tekken 8 just proves it. I will say that in Season 2, she does have less access to chip damage after that new patch with the emergency patch. So that's one weakness that she will face because a big part of her gameplay was getting chip damage. But I will say, I have never met a man who knows more Alisa moves than Deagle Dave. Deagle Dave is an encyclopedia when it comes to Alisa. So we're going to see how this goes. Already looking back to the crowd for that support. Looking for that CL support. But KDC, not to be denied, fantastic king play all throughout the bracket so far. And looking to keep his own run going here after traveling here from Portland.
Yeah, this is, again, losers round 1, so this is it. This is for all the marbles. You gotta stay in this if you're trying to make it the top 3.
It's always tough when your first game of the day is an elimination game after you've spent a whole night sleeping on it. You know? Like, those are always tricky. Like, after you get out of pools, after you get out of top 16, it's always tricky. We'll see how these two navigate those obstacles in this one as we head to big old asteroid with lava inside it.
It does have lava somewhere inside of it. Yeah.
Somehow.
There's some molten rock in here.
I need a physicist to explain that one. Anyway, Chainsaw's already rolling here for Deagle Dave.
All right, KDC, there it is, the 3-2-2, and gets the Jaguar Sprint 3.
Yep. Backing up. Deagle Dave not afraid to use that Korean backdash. Gets a big punish off without the whiff. But wait a second.
Ooh, no break on the T1 Twister.
Jaguar step into the wall splat.
And again, no break on the T1 Twister. KDC mixing it up with the throws, not trying to go for the classic giant swing. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what everybody's looking for when you're facing King.
Exactly, it's that classic mind game, right? You expect the giant swing at the wall because it does maximum damage, so maybe you go for a different grab. Nice little low sweep from Legal Dave. Another nice little low sweep. Chest bump.
KDC using the chest bump for the plus frames, and again into the T1 Twister.
Nice interrupt of the Jaguar sprint from Dave. And the heat engage. And the float. Yeah. Sweeping his way right in. Has the heat to spend. Big punch in the air. Getting one round right back. Went for the hop kicks, but good punish from KDC.
All right, KDC going for the shove, but Deagle Dave using the lows to get below that. Ooh. That's a big interrupt from Deagle Dave.
Muscle armor going to be interrupted again by Deagle Dave. But nice break on the counter hit grab. Oh my goodness. Spends the heat for the heat smash. Goes into the sweep afterwards out of the flying stance.
Nice break again on the instant Shining Wizard.
No punish on the armor kick though, and big damage as a result. Grabbing out of the air, and the back three pickup. Oh my goodness. Could be big damage here for KDC. Also has the rage to spend if he wants it. Opts not to use it, but still has heat, which is so scary. Flies into Moonsault, I think. Jaguar sprint, it did nothing, just canceled out of it, but nice low block. No punish.
Ooh, timer is counting down, and Deagle Dave closing it out with a quick poke.
Deagle Dave with the Dave style trying to make it happen. Nice knee to get one round up. Oh my goodness, just backdash out of the way of that low crumpler.
Yeah, nice whiff punish there from Deagle Dave, and gets the floor blast, so the floor is no longer lava.
Oh my goodness. Deagle Dave is getting so much mileage out of just spacing the opponent so well here. So many good backdashes, and now gets the timing on the heat smash perfectly. KDC down to very low health. Good defense there, but now you're going to deal with the chainsaws.
Ooh, Jaguar step back and gets the guaranteed crouch throw off that Jaguar step 2. Jaguar sprint 3 lands. Nice block on the up forward 4-4. Ooh, KDC went for that tombstone, but nice throw break there from Deagle Dave.
Deagle Dave with a nice low sweep. Another low kick. Both these two had such low health. 12 seconds left. Oh my goodness, Deagle Dave survives with 1 health. Tried to go for the toe tap, but it wasn't enough. KDC with the quick low kick. All of a sudden, it's a final round.
Yeah, that Shining Wizard puts you off axis, so if you go for the toe kick, it's not going to hit. While running 3 for the plus frames. Nice low block there from KDC, but no while standing 4. But gets the heat dash. No pickup, but still gets the running power bomb.
Snatching that robot out of the air, trying to get a lease on this game. Another good low block, and the hop kick is going to be massive. Wall splat, big damage.
And the moonsault setup, oh my gosh. KDC taking game 1 over Deagle Dave.
Moonsault set up at the wall. What a final round. Deagle Dave almost had that one in the back, but just enough of a comeback from KDC, just managing to sneak his way in. I think that grab out of the air was massive in that final round as well.
Yeah, KDC definitely able to recognize that Deagle Dave was using a lot of those flies to close the distance, and the running powered bomb could just grab Elisa out of the air. So good adaptations from KDC there.
One of the scariest things in this video game is when King is running at you and you see those little white streaks behind him. He's like, I'm running for you. It feels like you're about to get RKO'd. And he just cancels it. You're like, what are we going to do now? And I think that's the big mind game here is that whole game, there was a lot of that Jaguar sprint cancel. Does KDC actually commit to the options next?
Yeah, we did see a lot of the Jaguar Sprint 3 as well, which is a strong option because even if the opponent blocks it, you're still working on those plus frames. So let's see, Deagle Dave doing a good job poking here, but no break on the Blue Spark Giant Swing. That's going to be 75 damage at the wall.
Deagle Dave just activating the heat, just trying to get some pressure back, but here we go. Gets scrapped again for his troubles. Nice roll to get away, but oh my goodness, going to get wall split again.
And KDC showing off that new Season 2 King Tech, though, while standing 2-2, just goes straight into Jaguar Sprint after. So
that was for the roll is also excellent.
And a hop kick. This is going to be big damage. KDC taking Deagle Dave all the way to the wall.
Deagle Dave, nice low sweep there. Gonna get some damage there, but sidewall prevents anything afterwards from happening. Try to go for the, oh my goodness, RKO! KDC's trying to run away with this one. Gets another grab off the armor move. Oh my goodness. Good jab runner option from Deagle Dave. Trying to stay alive. Manages to defend
What's
against
the mix?
smash.
Oh, the break into Giant Swing.
It's so scary when the Jaguar is running at you. That cancellation is terrifying. People in the crowd trying to yell for Deagle Dave, but KDC looks to have a lock on this. Hell sweep again with the big low counter hit. Doesn't finish the combo off. Gonna get grabbed out of the heat engage again, though.
Nice defense there from KDC. Gets the Blue Spark T1 on a Twister. That's a lot of damage. Jaguar step 3 and goes for the body slam, but Deagle Dave with the heat activation is gonna float.
It's a decent amount of damage there, but still needs a lot of work here to come back here. Nice low. Gonna get grabbed out of the air. Looks like going for the heat smash, but gets grabs. Nice rollout to survive, but there's the low kick, and KDC moving on in this one. Deagle Dave unable to make it happen, and KDC is moving on in the loser side of the bracket.
Yeah, smart adaptations there from KDC, recognizing that Deagle Dave was using a lot of those fly, the boot movement to close that distance and try and create that evasive maneuver to get out of the range, but KDC just using those running grabs to really take advantage of that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, KDC caught that robot out of the air, even in the middle of the heat smash, over and over again. That was incredible. All right. Well, KDC showing a massive prowess there on the King, and massive muscles as well, gotta say. But we're heading right back over to that matchup I was talking to you about earlier. It's Silence and Puma Man here, and like I said, a trickier match for Silence. Silence, many folks expected to be on the winner's side of this bracket. A verifiable legend here in the Tekken area in the Seattle area for Tekken, sort of been in this game for years, right?
Yeah,
what
I was
a knowledge check person, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. I was just talking to Silence about combos and execution yesterday, and Silence was telling me that they were practicing while standing 1 Nina combos in Tekken 6 with the amount of input lag that game had. So clearly been in it for a long time. Extremely knowledgeable Tekken player. So Puma Man with the Devil Jin was looking very strong yesterday throughout pools and top 16. So it's going to be interesting to see how these matches go.
Absolutely. And like I said before, Puma Man was rocking the Nina in Season 1, so has a pretty decent understanding of what Silence is trying to do, which might prove pivotal against, you know, someone who just seems to know everything, right? Silence seems to know everything about this game sometimes.
Yeah, definitely something you want to do against Silence is play tight. Don't give Silence the opportunity to get big launch punishes, and then just mix it up as well. Don't be too predictable with your game plan. So, yeah, excited to see how this goes. Devil Jin, of course, got some massive buffs in Season 2. Really strong character. Nina, still strong, Season 1 and Season 2, so.
Absolutely. Expect that pokey and proddy style from Silence and some crazy fly mix-ups from Puma Man. We're going to see what happens here. The G-Corp Assassin versus the absolute raging evil devil that is Devil Jin. Silence Puma Man, here we go.
Ooh, nice jab interrupt there from Puma Man. Silence with that sidestep jab pressure. The classic Nina style.
Oh my goodness.
Sidestep.
Yeah,
but
sidestep dodging that orbital from Puma Man. And getting the heat activated, but Silence just trying to keep Puma Man controlled. All these tiny pokes, all these ducks, all these just little jabs, gonna keep you really getting a lot of good moves off.
yeah, Puma Man using that fly for the evasive movement, getting over Nina's slide, and doing a good job poking right back against Silence.
Damage there from Puma Man picks Silence off the ground, taking an early lead in this one.
Yeah, that Morning Crow pressure is so debilitating sometimes against Devil Jin, especially because he has that Morning Crow 3 option as well now. Heat activation, floats, Silence.
Big laser there from Puma Man, flying right in, using the heat dash to try to get in. No, good punish from Silence though. And just poking and prodding away. It feels like your health bar just slowly depletes when you're playing in Silence, and it's happening again. Blom bomb. Nice spring kick from Puma Man to interrupt, but side steps from Silence are perfect, and a nice low kick. Yeah, just a flurry of tiny blows, but all those blows add up to a dead health bar at the end of the day. Nice low block from Puma Man though, trying to take this one back.
And there's a nice throw break there from Silence. And yeah, like you were saying, playing against Silence is just death from 1,000 jabs.
Yep, death from 1,000 jabs indeed. Good interruptions from Puma Man though. Almost got the duck launch there, oh my goodness. Good punish from Silence, off the flying orbital, and Puma Man's heat got interrupted there by Silence. So now Puma Man has no more resources to spend.
Yeah, Silence with the life lead, but Puma Man does get the launch, the up one for the Morning Crow extension. And we are evened up health-wise. Silence is in rage. No throw break.
Stonehead though. Stonehead throw unbroken means Puma Man takes a 2-1 lead in this one. That Nina knowledge paying off so far with the Devil Jin. Nice down dash interrupt, sliding his way right back in there.
Nice punish there on the wall standing one from Puma Man. Silence getting the launch.
Yep, sidestep was perfectly timed, as is always the case for Silence. Might even get the wall splat here? Not quite, but big wall damage. Wait a second, Puma Man activated that heat just as Silence was jumping. Good damage as well. Had Silence in the corner, but Silence manages to roll away. Nice defense as well. Silence just surviving.
Yeah, looks like Silence might have went for the wall jump from Nina, as is so classic Silence style when stuck against the wall. Ooh, that's going to be a big combo, though. Silence still working within heat. Got the wall break. Taking round 4 here in game 1.
Final round incoming for these two. Interruption from Puma Man is perfectly timed. Silence trying to go for a sidestep play, but manages to get the guns out. Nice low kick. Has Puma Man stuck at this wall. Big punish there off Puma Man's launch attempt.
Silence pulling out the strings. Puma Man back, still up against the wall. Nice low block there from Silence. Gets the wall standing one into the blickies. And is going to extend the combo with the heat activation. Lawn bomb to finish out the combo. Nice sidestep there from Puma Man though. And gets off of the wall. All right. And Silence ends it with the kiss of death. Seen Silence break that out a couple times this weekend.
Absolutely spitting in his opponent's face with that one. Oh my goodness. Well, what a way to start things off here in this one. Close. They're already talking to each other. They're actually discussing what's happening in the game with each other as the fellow old school Nina mains here. Oh my goodness. Is that a power move when you tell your opponent, hey, this is what I'm doing to you, by the way?
I think so.
Well, heading to Yakushima this time.
All right. Starting off, both players trying to make some distance. Silence with the blonde bomb, but nice block there from Puma Man. Sidestep from Silence catches Puma Man in the hell sweep.
The guts to pull that off. Completely sidewalks the hell sweep. Absolutely insane call. You could just low block that. But Silence says, no, I'm going to sidewalk that completely and launch it for my troubles.
Yeah, I think sidestep probably just covers a little bit more options. So that was Silence's plan there. And then gets the low block. And launch ends round 1. Silence taking it.
Yeah, I think Silence heard us that time. Block the hell sweep that time instead of side walking and said, okay, I can do that too, by the way, casters. Big crumple there from Silence, going to keep the combo going. Also has the heat to activate, yep. Doesn't quite go for that. But gets another crumple, oh my goodness.
And Puma Man with the low catches Silence in the sidestep. And no throw break from Puma Man. Ooh, nice interrupt, gets the float after Silence's while running 3.
Nice. Low block. Yep, Silence takes the low block. Has it going, but he's going to use that heat dash to make it happen, but nice duck from Silence. Just needs one more blow and takes another round. Silence on the verge of making it to the next part of losers. Can Puma Man bring the comeback back?
Silence with the jab pressure and the sidestep launch.
It's just classic Silence, right? All these pokes, and then just when you think you have time to retaliate, sidestep launch.
Yep. Silence so good at just conditioning his opponent.
Oh my goodness, even got the float there. Ball splat, big damage, jabs in to finish it all, and Silence takes this one 2-0. The Seattle local legend veteran moves on with that classy Nina.
All right, that is it for losers round 1. Moving on, it looks like we're going to go into losers quarterfinals. We're going to have Dandy versus KDC.
Oh my goodness,
So
that is a battle.
The Iron Fists versus the Iron Wall of Muscle.
That muscle armor has got to be strong to deal with the absolute uppercuts that Dandy can do. I will say, Dandy was looking quite strong even in that loss against Stardust, right?
Absolutely.
The Steve is terrifying to deal with in that flicker stance, like I've been saying all day long. I think it's going to be a close one. Because KDC also looks to be on fire, right? Deagle Dave is not an easy opponent, right? Deagle Dave is a very strong player. So if you can take down Deagle Dave that dominantly, right, with the king, then oh my goodness, this is going to be quite a battle of some titans.
Yeah. Definitely the new Steve is scary to deal with. I know that a lot of Steve players are not happy with the changes they've made to his kit, but there's no doubt that Steve is still extremely strong and in heat has the 5 Fox Fury. Definitely don't want to be stuck up against the wall when a Steve's in heat dealing with all those plus frames.
Absolutely. All right, well, these two looking dapper, looking ready to make it happen. They're laughing, they're enjoying the time up there. You know, that's the thing we always forget is that as anxiety-inducing as a bracket can be, as terrifying as it can be, it's also fun to play the game you love competitively. So if you're in the crowd, if you're back at home and you're saying, I want to play some fighting games, go to your locals.
Support your locals.
Support your locals. Go play those locals. And come to Fight Kingdom next year. All right. Is that a Hwoarang on my screen?
That's a hover.
That's got to be a hover, right?
It's got to be a hover.
There's got to be a hover, right? I will say Hwoarang does have that homing low we were talking about in the car the other day.
Yeah.
So
Hwoarang definitely made it out with this patch. Definitely in a better shape than he was in Season 1. Definitely a good character in Season 1, but only stronger. I mean, I think that's most characters in Season 2. Besides, I mean, unless you talk to a Kuma player, they might disagree. But
all right. Well,
but it's okay. You can just switch to Panda.
Exactly.
Panda's cuter anyway.
Panda,
got her little bumblebee outfit.
The bee outfit, exactly.
Yeah.
You can never root against the panda in the bee outfit. You also can't root against the orphans, right?
Buzz, buzz. Truly.
Special interaction between these two. The battle of the boxer and the wrestler. Here we go.
Just quick shove there from KDC. Muscle armor. But it doesn't matter. Dandy hitting that huge counter hit launcher.
Yeah, that flicker launch is so scary because you want to duck for that guard break. You're not sure what to do. And there goes the heat dash from Dandy. Already taking a big lead in this one. Try to go for the low. Gonna get interrupted. Nice throw break though. Big down jab from KDC just to interrupt. Flicker stance mix up again.
Yeah, nice down jab there from KDC to interrupt the pressure. And then gets the back 3 with the 1+2 extension for the leg guillotine. But Dandy closing it out with a quick low sweep from Wake Up.
Yeah, what a call out. Just staying on the ground there the whole time saying, KDC, you're eventually going to do something. And when you do, all I need is one low kick. Big steps from Dandy. Trying to go for flicker. Nice duck from KDC. Oh my goodness, went for the back sway counter hit. But that means KDC's got a big launch coming.
Honey, you got a big launch coming.
That's right. Activates the heat. Flicker mix up again from Dandy. Now backing away, gets the armor going with the heat engage.
And there's that heat smash there from KDC. Just a sliver of health left, but Dandy with the low block on that down back 3. Keeps up the pressure. Oh, this might be it.
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness. 5 Fox Fury into the float, into the damage, and suddenly Dandy looking to run away with this one.
Ooh, nice duck on the guard crush from KDC. Gets the gut punch, and this is going to be a big combo. Sending Dandy all the way to the wall with the running power bomb. Nice duck again. Gets the wall rise 2, and that's more wall pressure.
Dandy coming right back, try to go for the mid launcher, but not going to get it. Nice clench break though from KDC, and going to get the giant swing at the wall.
And that is death. You can't tech roll out of that one.
You really can't. Round 4 incoming here. KDC showing signs of life, trying to bring it back. Dandy finishing the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice low block there from KDC. Gets the wall standing 4 for the punish. Ooh, that's going to be a big trade from Dandy.
And the clash of blows leading to a crumple for KDC. Another crumple there. Dandy taking the lead in this one. Has KDC on the sidewall in the corner. Big damage. Converts just enough damage. Tried to go for the spinning launcher. Not quite going to get it. And now Dandy stuck at the wall.
Ooh, nice throw break there from KDC. But Dandy blocks that down back 3. And that is guaranteed punish. No throw break from KDC. And Dandy takes round 1 here in loser quarters.
Dandy's Steve is looking so strong here in this bracket. Yesterday, I was remarking about how well Dandy was making use of all those mix-ups, doing a fantastic job in this one. But wait a second, we've got a character selection screen. Hold on. I was telling you about that back pocket Lydia. I did my research, and I'm telling you, KDC's Lydia is terrifying as well.
I'm excited to see it. I didn't see any of KDC's Lydia yesterday. It was all King. So as much as I love seeing King on the screen, you got to do what you got to do to stay in there. And if KDC thinks that Lydia is the best option against the Steve, then who am I to judge?
Absolutely. Trying to take a political storm, outlawing Dandy's mix-ups here. We'll see if the Prime Minister can be the answer to regulate all these blows. Can KDC bring it back with the Lydia? Dandy says no, not yet. Early jabs on the back 1. Right off the bat saying maybe you picked the wrong character, my friend.
Yeah, that is the one thing you don't want to get hit by when going against Steve players, that back 1. The constant threat at that mid. KDC with the quick interrupt, but again, Dandy hits that back 1 for the counter hit launch. Both players still have heat, but I spoke too soon. Dandy with the quick interrupt and taking round 1.
Back swing and then knocking Lydia's head down to the ground. KDC's got to get that Lydia moving soon. Gets the armor that time. Trying to get some pressure with the stances. Nice low as well.
KDC, again, nice neutral control there with the whiff punish, but Dandy uses that evasive move to just launch KDC.
Yeah, Dandy's been getting so much mileage off these big launches, but nice stuff from KDC, but just a down jab. No big punish there, and big crumple for Dandy. Dandy's gonna try to take KDC to the wall. Using the heat engage to try to realign. Big wall splat. By Fox Fury into the big slam, and Dandy on the verge of making it to losers semi.
Was that down 3 from KDC? Nice block there. Good defense from both players. And KDC with the sidestep punish. Dandy activating heat.
Flows. Nice low block from Dandy. Activates the heat dash, trying to finish this off. Good grab from KDC though. Catches Dandy off guard. Running move. Nice sidesteps. But big sidestep back from Dandy. And a great on the screen from Dandy. Dandy takes this one 3-0. And will be moving on. What a performance on the Steve. It doesn't matter if you throw the grapplers or the karate choppers. Dandy's got it figured out. The ultimate boxing champion, making it happen on the stage.
Yeah, definitely a strong showing there from Dandy. KDC trying to stay alive with that Lydia, but just wasn't enough.
Not quite, yeah. It's always tricky when you pull out that second character because if you haven't warmed it up as much, right, changing sort of the brain state of how you're thinking about the game, it's hard to do that quickly in a tournament set.
Yeah.
And we've seen pros make it happen in some longer sets, but it's definitely always tricky. But big shout out to KDC for trying it because I have seen that Lydia in a lot of games and it's a very good Lydia. But man, Dandy looks like fire.
Yeah, that that Steve is terrifying. And yeah, like you were saying, it's can be difficult to when you've been playing one character really like swap that muscle memory on the fly, especially when it's a character that plays so fundamentally different from who you were playing. So yeah, shout out to KDC, made a good run. Danny moving on to loser semis, and up next we've got Reborn Nora versus Silence to figure out who is also going to be making it to loser semifinals.
Yeah, we're going to get Reborn Nora here. I think, you know, one of the toughest things is going to be, just like I said before, Silence is such a treasure trove of knowledge when it comes to the game, but the Season 2 changes make Leo so strong, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, I think it's going to come down to, can our Leo enforce those back 1-4 mix-ups, right, that are so scary to deal with?
Yeah, and I think in the earlier game as well that Nora had was having trouble dealing with Sean Dude's lateral movement, and Nina has such strong lateral movement with those sidestep cancels, so that is definitely something that Nora's going to have to watch for in this match against Silence.
Here we go. Both these two poking and prodding their way to start off as we head on the Jazz boat in France. Nice low block from Reborn Nora. Can get a nice punish and the heat for it. Has the install as multi-spend. Ooh, gets the float as well. Could be a big combo here. Not quite able to get to the wall spot though. Heat dash below. Trying to keep Silence at this wall. But Silence coming right back. Oh my goodness, nice low. Nice duck from Reborn Nora just to get the launch. Good interrupt from Silence though. This is exactly where Silence wants you, stuck at the wall. Unable to move, but oh my goodness, just go for the raw launch! Reborn Nora challenging Silence, taking the first round.
Sometimes you just gotta let that launch rip. And nice while standing 4 interrupt there from Silence. Silence trying to find some pressure here, but Reborn Nora with the interrupt activates the heat. Wipe the floor from Silence, gets the guaranteed follow-up after that. Reborn Nora trying to interrupt that sidestep cancel there from Silence, but Silence not falling for it. Gets the back sway launch. And Reborn Nora interrupting that that power crush there with the grab, counter hit. And big sidestep there from Silence. He's gonna be able to finish out this round.
Yeah, sidestep there. The lateral movement was critical to finishing off that one. I was still surprised that the blonde bomb got interrupted, but oh my goodness. Nice sweep though from Reborn Nora, but no combo afterwards.
There's that stance pressure from Leo. Silence turning up the nozzle on that jab pressure there. But Reborn Nora coming right back.
Just poking. Silence gonna do this to you all day, just keeping you in this little cone of shame, I could call it.
All right, both players even up health-wise. Reborn Nora activates the heat, but Silence gets to wipe the floor for the counter hit launch. And with the blonde bomb at the wall, taking round 3.
Explosive finish means Silence has the lead in this one. 2-1, trying to finish it off. Good interruptions. Reborn Nora trying to find answers. Pulling out the guns. Nice low from Reborn Nora, trying to get something back, but stuck in the corner still. And Silence with the down jab saying, refusing to let Nora out. Oh my goodness, fall splat. Big damage, activates the heat. Gonna finish it off with the jabs and the blonde bomb again. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, Silence doing an excellent job of dictating the tempo of that first game.
Reborn Nora caught Silence off guard in that first round, but afterwards, Silence said, I'm just going to trap you in corner and wall after wall. And whenever that happens, against the Nina, you just feel like you just never have an opportunity to try something, right? Because these nice little pokes are just going to keep you from ever going for something. And just when you think you should just stand there, wipe the floor, sweeps you off your feet.
Yeah. Nina could sweep me off my feet at any time.
Absolutely.
All right, Silence with the down forward 1 pressure there. Ooh, nice counter hit from Reborn Nora, but not able to get anything off of that trade, unfortunately.
Just poke after poke. Oh, there it is, there it is. You gotta start enforcing that stance pressure, Nora. Otherwise, Nina's just gonna take over the pokes. Good interrupt on the float. Just a little bit of damage back, but just, yeah. And now Silence just saying, I have the health lead, I can space you out. Look at
Absolutely. Silence with that sidestep pressure into the blonde bomb and the new gun move that she got in Season 2.
Absolutely. Nora, though, gonna get the heat activated, trying to come back in this one. Good punish from Silence. With punish, it's just a jab. I was hoping for a bit more than that, but tries to get the stance pressure incoming. There it is. Nice duck from Silence on the guess. Heat smash gonna be spent. Trying to go for back one pressure again with the hop kick. Not quite gonna get it, but oh my goodness, another big grab. Stomping on with the stilettos for good measure.
Yeah, I know those heels do not feel good on that stomp.
The DF2 though from Nora is gonna lead to a big conversion here. Has a bit of a health lead. Finish the deal. Float from Silence, not gonna happen. Down jab. Nora slowing down the pace, but Silence activates the heat, and all of a sudden it's looking scary again. 14 seconds left. Big chip damage. And all of a sudden, Silence about to finish it off with the guns. Shots fired from a distance, trying to shoot his way into the next round of the loser side. Wait a second though. Nora going for the evasive launch after the spin. Gets to the wall, not quite a wall splash, but now has Nina in the corner. Big steps from Silence though, but good grab from Reborn Nora to stop the sidestepping. Another evasive launch from Reborn Nora. Big damage, and that's a perfect on the board.
I think that's the first 7 golden letters we've seen in top 8 so
Yeah.
far.
Out of nowhere, big comeback from Reborn Nora, showing sense of life. Another big duck, and all of a sudden it looks like Reborn Nora is figuring out what Silence is trying to do. Some of these nice evasive launchers are working. And there goes the stance pressure. Spends the heat smash. Nice little low.
Oh, Silence goes for the sidestep counter hit, but weird realignment issues there. Stop Silence from getting the full counter hit, but it doesn't matter. Silence has got Nora at the wall. And pulls out the guns again.
Punish for ducking, and then gets run over by the heels again, and Silence moving on to those losers semi-finals.
Yeah, quick stomp from Silence. Ends game 2 in loser semi. So does that mean that we're going to get the run back between Silence and Dandy? Dandy, the one that sent Silence down.
Sorry, man, I just saw one of our nice TOs on the Snap GOG champ on the screen with a little pog face.
Oh, the GOG face, if you will.
The GOG face in the crowd. Good to see you out there. Alrighty.
No, you're good. I was just saying, yesterday, top 16, Dandy sent Silence down to the loser side. So looks like Silence is going to get the run back in the loser semifinals.
Oh, this is going to be spicy. The salty run back is always a fun match, right? It's always an intense one because it's like you've already played through the first 2 layers on either side of how you'd like to run your flowcharts. So what's in the bag for that third one? It's going to be very interesting. Though I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're heading up to winner side yet or loser side yet.
I believe that we're going to do loser semis, but also we're going to take a quick break because we are going to have some fun walk-up player intros for loser semis, and we are using the new Tekken World Tour rules this year. So loser semis is going to be first to 3. So yeah, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned for Tekken Top 4 here at Fight Kingdom 2025, Day 3.
See you in a bit.
China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand, Africa.
Welcome back here for Fight Kingdom 2025, Day 3. We are live for Tekken Top 4, and we're going to get into it. I am Heckle.
I'm Dulciflower.
And up next, we have, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington, representing Shaheen, we have Stardust.
Woo!
Give it up for Stardust, everybody. Yeah, flex on them.
Stardust making a big run so far in this bracket, managing to enter into the winners finals. Super exciting result for that Shaheen. But facing that Shaheen is going to be on the other side of winners finals. We've got all the way from Tucson, Arizona, playing the Lily, rocking the flare. It is Sean Dude.
Everybody give it up for Sean Dude.
Woo, showing off those fancy moves. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Got the push-ups too. Here we go.
we love the walk-ups. We love the showmanship. This is what we're here for.
This is going to be an absolutely electric winners finals because these two have been playing on fire throughout the bracket. The Shaheen from Stardust has looked clean. All those full crouch mix-ups have been amazing. But my word, the lateral movement Lily that Sean Dude brings to the table is absolutely fantastic and has the swag to back it up on the stage with a stage presence. So we're going to see how these two face off in this first matchup of top 4.
Yeah, and one of the things that has been Stardust's strength throughout this tournament, and the last couple times that I've seen him, is his lateral movement is also incredible with that Shaheen. And Shaheen's got that that sidestep 1+2 now to work with, and just it's going to be a really good match. Excited for this winners finals round between Stardust and Sean Dude.
The coolest part now is I think with the new Tekken World Tour rules, all of these top 4 matches will be best of 5 matches. So you get to see the full extent of the adaptation in every match. That includes the very first side of loser semis.
Absolutely. All right. So everybody live here at Fight Kingdom 2025, make some noise for our winners finals match.
Let's get this going. We're getting the crowd pumping. We're getting the arms in the air. We are ready for some good ass Tekken. Are you ready?
I am so ready. Is that an Azucena?
Is that an Azucena? Oh my goodness. The character mix-up on the screen. Is it happening? Not sure. It might just be a hover. It might just be a hover. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
I think Sean Dude was just channeling, embodying the dance moves of Azucena, getting pumped up for this winners finals match.
So, yeah.
Oh, I see Stardust there doing the Shaheen character pose.
Someone needs to go bring Sean Dude a cat from the audience somewhere, just so just to rub down.
Yeah. Do we have any cats in the house?
Yeah. I actually have cat allergies, but I'll still support this.
It's okay. I've got some Zyrtec in my bag.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Here we go. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really exciting to see how these two face off. Like I said, Stardust has been working so hard on the game, has been improving so much with that Shaheen, but Sean Dude's Lily has been terrifying everyone with that level. We will see how it goes. Stardust, Sean Dude, winners finals in the Rebel Hangar. Let's get things going.
All right, round 1. We're going to get started here. Sean Dude with the instant low parry, 58 seconds on the clock, and already a strong start from Sean Dude. Got Stardust at the wall, feisty rapid pressure. Sean Dude has heat activated, so spends the heat dash for the plus frames. Gets the stomp, no throw break there for Stardust.
Yeah, big DF1s from Stardust trying to pressure back, but oh my goodness, just a low poke festival from Lily so far. Sean Dude dominant in that first round.
And there's that new Lily move, that wall running 1+2. And Sean Dude gets the launch, sending Stardust into the corner. Isn't going to break the wall, keeping Stardust at the wall for that pressure.
Oh my goodness. I feel like Sean Dude has already stepped Stardust at least 5 or 6 times. There it is again. Doesn't get the blow, but those side steps are incredible. Side steps, even an orbital kick. And Sean Dude, big momentum so far. Breaks the balcony and big damage to boot. Nice low sweep.
And Stardust trying to clap back with a couple side steps of their own, but it just is not enough. Sean Dude clinches round 2.
Sean Dude making big use of the lateral movement so far in this one, and good low pressure. Nice low block this time from Stardust though. Good adjustment, but there's just a hop kick off the sidestep. Shandu calling out the timings already. Heat engage, gonna keep the combo going. Wall splat into the stomp. Feisty rapid pressure again. But big interruption from Stardust.
Yeah, back 2-1, interrupt, and gets the wall running too. Both characters in heat, but Shandu just loses the heat. Stardust still has it. Gonna get the plus frames off that wall, or up forward 1. And the stomp from Shandu.
Oh my goodness. Low after low, stomp after stomp, step after step. Shandu taking this first one decisively. 3-0. Silencing the Seattle crowd in this one.
Yeah, strong first showing there from Shandu. But this is, like you said, best of 5. So,
always time to adapt. And Stardust knows, nodding his head saying, yeah, I can do this. Locking in as we head into the inner depths of Jin's mind. Not sure how that works, but Shaheen and Lily gonna be teleported inside there. Here we go. What is the extra layer, the mental layer you can bring out when you're getting stepped like this? Stardust trying to find the answers there. Big whiff punish from Shandu though to get things started. Big launch, taking Stardust all the way to the corner, not quite the wall splat, but those stomps are doing so much work so far. Back turn mix-up, into the grab. Slamming the Sheen to the ground, another stomp. Nice low block from Stardust, but getting wall splats. Shandu looking absolutely terrifying in this one.
yeah, Stardust tried to make some pressure after that wall standing 4 punish, but Shandu just wasn't having it, and is gonna send us down to floor 2. No throw break there from Stardust.
Breaks the glass on the floor, trying to take Stardust all the way to the wall. Gonna get a nice little wall combo here, not quite though. Nice low block from Stardust, gonna interrupt with the armor move. But big whip punch again from Shandu, gets the heat dash off the heat engager. Oh my goodness, sidewall negotiation is beautiful as well. Stops again. Absolutely dominant in this one so far. 5 straight rounds from Shandu.
Yeah, Stardust not wanting to fall for some of those mids. Clearly doesn't want to open themselves up for those, and Shandu just getting away with those stomps.
There's another throw. Gonna break the glass again into the bottom layer of the stage. Shandu backflipping, cartwheeling, spinning, keeping the combo going. Feisty rabbit into the low. Sweeping off the ground again, spinning around and around. Oh my goodness, gets the heat dash as well. This is gonna do everything that Shandu needs. Wall flat, doesn't even need it. What a combo conversion. And Shandu looking absolutely stellar in this one.
Yeah, those stance dances were looking a little scary.
For the next battle.
This Lily looks more like a Ling Xiaoyu the way dancing out of nowhere. Oh my goodness.
Lily's got the moves for sure.
And absolutely a nice outfit.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
The haircut also on fleek. Well, we'll see if Shaheen can make it happen, but oh my goodness, crumple off the bat from Shandu. Just absolutely calling out everything that Stardust is going for so far.
Yeah, Shandu putting Stardust into the corner. Stardust down about half health. Still has a lot of great health to work with, but it doesn't matter. Shandu spends the heat smash. And huge life lead, but Stardust lands the back 2-1, and this is going to take us down to 4-2. And that is going to be a big combo, because didn't get the tornado. There it is. And that's a lot of great health back. Stardust evening it up, and Stardust has access to rage as well. Ooh, the wall run.
Poke after poke, and then the mid at the end to seal it. Shandu with the 7 straight rounds.
Yeah, Shandu doing a great great job of conditioning Stardust to look for those lows to get away with those mids to close out the round. Stardust getting a big launch though, sending us down to floor 3, the bouncy house of horrors.
Yeah, use the DF2 just to challenge that sidestep there with a mid launch. But Shandu, not to be outside, still going for those low pokes and just getting so much mileage off of them. Trying to force Stardust to duck and just calling out everything with the steps otherwise. There's that low again, that low reaches from so far away with your Lily. Full crouch mix though for Stardust, but nice down jab from Shandu interrupts the tempo. Spends the heat smash, another stomp, another low, and Shandu on the verge of a perfect winners finals.
Yeah, extremely terrifying position to be in, but Stardust gets the crumple and is going to get the wall blast. Staying in it. Gets the surfboard.
Come off the ground. Forward 4-2 trying to force the mid game plan. That tracking move is so scary. That high, it looks not that big, but it's so hard to deal with. Catches all your steps. And just a raw rising launch from Shandu. Oh my goodness. Wall blast incoming in the bouncy House of Horrors.
Oh, Shandu drops the combo. Stardust finally gets the throw break there.
Low from Shandu. Heat is activated for Stardust. But low poke from Lily is so good, and the steps are good enough. Shandu finishes the deal. What a performance on the Lily, moving on to grand finals in this one.
Yeah, absolutely dominant performance there from Shandu. Just not letting up at all. Threatening lows the entire time. The side steps were on point. Just not letting Stardust get a breath at any point during that game.
It just felt like low poke after sweep after low poke, and then when you just want to retaliate, sidestep, launch. It's over. It's over and over again. Just the sidesteps. You guys didn't see it here, but literally Shandu mimicking the sidestep as he walked right by us. Oh my goodness.
All right.
A performance on the Lily.
And with that being said, we are going to move on to losers semifinals. And from Tacoma, Washington, we have the one and only, representing Nina, Silence! Give it up for Silence, everybody!
Silence making a big run on the loser side after an early loss yesterday, trying to make the run back all the way up to grand finals, but gonna have to get through our next competitor first, pointing at the camera saying, this is my turf. I defend the Pacific Northwest. Well, going up against Silence on the other side is going to be an absolute competitor representing the Steve all the way from Huntington Beach, California. Give it up for Dandy! Dandy wagging that finger saying, I'm him. That is me. I am the one who will make Steve proud. Bring that Steve Fox boxing to the arenas. We're going to see if Steve can beat, I think Steve's mom is Nina, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think Nina would ever admit it, but yeah, there is some interesting lore there. Steve is technically Nina Williams' son, biologically.
So this is a family affair.
It is. Yeah, I believe she was stuck in cryo sleep, and then is it the Mishima Zaibatsu impregnated her? I don't know who wrote that storyline, but
all I know is that fighting game lore is always kind of wild. But all I know as well is that this match is about to be absolutely wild, right? These two have looked stellar on the loser side, both making incredible bracket runs, going I think from basically the hardest situation to be in, right? You are stuck in losers. Every match is an elimination match. They've made it all the way back up here. They finally get to face off in a best of 5. But oh my goodness, how much pressure, right? Because the Nina, all these small pokes, but the Steve with the flicker stance has been incredible. So these two, both looking absolutely incredible on the stage in their matches. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, it has definitely been a rough ride for Silence. Dandy knocking Silence down into the losers' first round of top 16. So Silence has made it all the way back for the run back here.
This is a run back too on top of the family affair.
Yep.
Right? Silence got knocked out earlier by Dandy, so trying to get revenge here in the best of 5, but Dandy trying to say, nope, that wasn't a fluke. I can do it again.
I don't really care either way.
Yeah, it was a great match in top 16. A lot of back and forth between both these players. Both extremely strong at the small Tekken, and extremely strong lateral movement as well. Silence getting the counter hit launch and is going to send Dandy all the way to the wall. Strong start here from Silence in loser semifinals.
Nice back grab there from Dandy though. Gonna get another launch as well. Has Silence in the corner with the wall splat. Pretty good damage there, and oh my goodness. Once the launch. Nice lows, but good duck from Silence. Just trying to keep Dandy stuck at this wall. Flash of flows though means that Dandy gets the launch going. Could have enough damage to finish it off with the heat dash. Yes.
Absolutely.
Up 2 to finish it off and take the first round.
That trade worked extremely well in Dandy's favor. We'll have to see what the adaptation is here from Silence. I know Silence is wanting to get this run back going for sure. Nice big launch there from Silence. Going to take Dandy again to the wall. Blonde bomb to finish out the combo while sending one into the blickies.
My goodness, what a duck from Silence. Otherwise would have gotten slammed by Dandy there. Oh, Lionheart stands on the evade. That's going to be a lot of damage. Taking this Nina all the way to the wall with the heat engage. Not quite a wall, good clean wall splat though, but still quite a bit of damage off the combo. Heat dash spent just for extra frames.
All right, both players trying to slow it down a little bit, find some whip punishes in neutral, and Silence finds it. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Not gonna be able to close out the round though.
seconds left.
Such a stressful position to be in.
Oh, my goodness,
Silence is pressing.
a clutch rage art from Dandy gonna seal this one. And Dandy looked down and out, but manages to get that round, and all of a sudden has a 2-0 lead in the first game of the set.
That was quite the read. I know Dandy's got the earbuds in, so there's no way he heard Silence pressing. And I didn't see Silence even moving, so yeah, that was a beautiful read there from Dandy, landing the Rage Art, taking the first 2 rounds here in game 1 of loser semis.
It's the blonde bomb to heat activate though with Silence. But Dandy just right back to that step. Wait a second. Nice fight the 4 from Silence. Gonna get big damage there, but welcome Dandy manages to survive. Trying to keep Dandy in this corner, trying to stop the Steve from doing anything, and gonna succeed with the wall splat. Big damage by Silence to at least get 1 round back.
Yeah, dominant round 3 there from Silence. Just did not let Dandy get away from the wall. Nice low block from Dandy, but no punish.
Silence gets the grab. Nice up from Dandy, but just poking his way right back into the set. Oh my goodness though, Dandy, evasive launch. Activates the heat. Wall splat with a big flurry of punches.
1-1-2 there from Dandy. Spends the heat. Nice duck on the guard crush there from Silence.
Interrupts the heat engage. But big shoulder blow from Dandy for the great seals out the first game. Dandy looking absolutely fine and dandy on that Steve.
Dandy.
I will say, Silence had some amazing callouts for some of those ducks on those guard break attempts,
Absolutely.
right? It wasn't like Silence was completely out of any of those rounds. Like, did a great job defending against the flicker stance. But my word is the
Get
pressure
ready for the
enormous
next battle.
that the Steve exudes.
Yeah, definitely Dandy doing a great job of just enforcing that Steve pressure, finding those side steps, not letting that one loss to Silence shake them, and just keeping up their game plan. And it's so important in top 4 that you just like keep doing what you're doing. Don't let your opponent shake you up. Run your stuff. Silence showing they're not shaking at all from that first game. And Dandy gets the side switch, pushing Silence into the corner. Silence trying to get out of the corner, gets the wipe the floor. And then the charged blonde bomb for frames. While standing 1, sidestep, but Dandy catches the sidestep with the back 1 and is going to get a big launch here, sending us to the other side of the screen.
Trying to spin his way in. Oh my god, went back sway launch, but didn't quite get it. Nice punish from Silence as a result. Nice little pokes. 16 seconds left. Silence just trying to keep it small. Keep it small, keep it tight. Poke after poke, just saying, when are you going to go for something? Nice low kick, sealed the deal. First round on the board for Silence.
Beautiful patience there from Silence. Excellent defense. Saw ducking some of those strings, but knowing that you can't exactly punish those strings at that frame. So Silence doing a great job adapting to Dandy's oppressive offense.
Big launch from Silence there to interrupt Dandy. Going to be big damage. Has the Steve stuck at the wall, but Steve fighting right back. Dandy trying to get right back in it, but nice punish from Silence there. Spends the heat smash. Has a 2-round lead in this one. Trying to strike right back and grab another game on the board. Good steps though from Dandy. Going to be rewarded with the heat engage.
And nice steps back there from Silence. Gets the counter hit throw and slams Dandy up against the wall. Gets the wall splat, going to continue the combo. Nice throw break there from Dandy. Spends the heat dash and then gets the wall burst on Silence.
This combo is going to do a lot of damage. Doesn't quite get to the wall, but has this Nina in a corner. Oh, there it is, the guard break out of the flicker stance. But duck launch from Silence. Really good evasive play. Nice little wall blast as well. Oh my goodness, and still has heat this time, but can't keep the combo going. Drops it. 17 seconds left. 15 seconds left. Just jabbing away, trying to poke away with the flicker stance.
This game is so close. Both players have rage. No throw break there from Dandy though.
Get the kick afterwards. 5 seconds. Low poke from Dandy. Low poke from Silence. Flips away.
Oh my god!
Oh, not enough! It's not
Silence
enough!
takes it with 1% health!
Oh my lord, Dandy got the launch at the end, but Silence lives on a 1% difference.
Silence taking game 2, 3-0 versus Dandy.
I did not. Okay, so the backflip to evade, I thought the backflip would have evaded the launch, but Dandy's launch just managed to clip. But oh my goodness, the time was the ending factor. If we had 1 more second on the clock, Dandy wins that round, and who knows what would have happened there.
That is one of the exciting things about Season 2 is because of that health bonus, so many rounds end up coming down to like less than 10 seconds on the timer. So Silence definitely making use of that bonus health this season.
Now we're back to a best of 3 here in the bracket of alternative success. We'll see how it goes. Nice wall blast for Silence. Has the heat activated as well. Big flow combo coming, trying to get all big extensions as well. Is it enough damage?
Not quite! Silence spending the heat. Tries to land the kiss of death. No punish from Dandy, and Silence closing it out.
Slapping her son in the face. That first one. Lion Heart right off the start for Dandy, trying to see if Silence would swing. Practice Nina in a corner. Flicker stance is a grab.
Silence trying to sidestep to get away from the wall, but Dandy just not letting up and gets a perfect here at round 2.
Fox Flurry doing a bunch of damage with the perfect 1-1 here in the games and the rounds. Now, name a tighter set. I'll wait.
You're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Absolutely.
No throw right there from Dandy. Silence with the chain grab.
Oh my goodness, looking like a king main there with those chain grabs. Nice down jet to grab the tempo again, a nice low kick. Silence figuring it out, trying to get the run back to go his way.
Yeah, Silence smart, finishing out some of those strings, knowing Dandy is looking for those catch Dandy pressing.
Absolutely, looking for those back ones, looking for those interrupts. Good sidestep from Silence again. Another big Silence sidestep into the blonde bomb, but wait a second, Dandy back with a side shoulder of his own.
Dandy with a side swap, trying to push Silence up against the wall, gets the guard break, activates heat.
Yeah, starting to use more of that peekaboo mix, but wait a second, Silence all of a sudden just blasts Danny to the floor, rips him off the floor, and says, I'm going to take the lead in this one, up 2-1.
Yeah, seeing some really good adaptations from Silence. I think Silence recognized that Dandy's been trying to interrupt a lot of those strings, or notices that Silence isn't finishing out those strings, so is trying to get some of those jab punishes, and Silence is finishing those out, catching Dandy pressing buttons. So good defense from Silence as well against Dandy's pressure.
Go. Dandy went for the low, but immediately blocked by Silence. Trade of lows though means that Dandy going to get the launch off of that one, but doesn't quite finish off the combo. Right to the floor. That's going to launch as well. Counter hit going to be big. Trying to take this scheme all the way to the wall. Yes, gets the wall splash. Big damage with the blonde bomb. Ball is launched. Trade of blows means nothing's going to land, and Dandy gets the heat activated. Slapping her son right back into Nina. But Steve, oh my goodness! Evasive launcher going to be big damage. Hard. Able to finish things off.
Silence with the heat activation, pulls out the guns to close out round 1 here in game 3. This is Silence's final game. If Silence takes this, moves on to losers finals.
Heat do it. Danny trying to say no, trying to enforce the mix. Has the heat activated. Step away, but gets caught by the low. Big wall slide here for Silence and really trying to dominate. That could be enough to kill. Heat dash. Jab, jab, and blonde bomb. So all of a sudden, Silence on match point. Dandy has to make the 3 straight rounds happen. That's not a good way to start.
No, definitely not. Silence sending us down to floor 2, and because it was off of the grab activation, is going to get the tornado to extend the combo. Charge blonde bomb for the pressure, catches Dandy pressing and sends him to the wall.
What a step from Silence. Trying to finish things off, trying to head to those losers finals. Might sunk as well, ducks the grab attempt, and gonna get it off the wall. Rising, launch, hit, counter, hit, gonna be enough. Silence gets the run back, rights the wrongs of the past, gonna stay up there as he faces off against Stardust in a Seattle Classic.
Yeah, these two players, we've seen them face off a lot during the lifespan of Tekken 8. I think the first time I did commentary was during SakuraCon 2024, and finals ended up being Stardust and Silence. So I know Stardust is definitely sick of losing to Silence, and Stardust wants this this grand finals run back with Sean Dude, I'm sure. So it's going to be an exciting match between the two.
Yeah, these two have faced off so many times, we can't even like count the number of times they faced off in local brackets, right? This is the classic Seattle Finals matchup, except this time it's for a shot at the Grand Finals. Now, here's the thing. There have been, generally speaking, it has been Silence favored, but there have been a number of best of fives where Stardust has been able to use the Shaheen to maximum effect to take down Silence's Nina.
Yeah.
So can Stardust make it happen today? That is the question.
Yeah, and I think that is a big part of why Stardust's lateral movement has gotten so strong recently, is knowing that you really have to break that out to take games against Silence. So it's going to be exciting to see how this game goes between the two players.
The two getting their buttons checked, getting everything in order. A wry smile on Evan's face. Silence looking pretty happy to be here in Losers Finals after a dominant showing in that last one. Stardust gonna have to lock in on that Shaheen to make it happen.
Yeah, always important to check your buttons. Yeah, don't want to be caught pressing grab and you get kicked. You know what I'm saying?
Ready for the next battle.
All right, the Coliseum of Fate. A wheel of fate turning for these two. Who will be the victor heading up to Grand Finals? Is it Stardust or Silence here in the Washington battle? Here we go.
Silence starting off with the pokes. A little low. There catches Stardust. Stardust doing a good job of interrupting Silence's sidestep cancel pressure. Nice duck there from Stardust, but no punish. And sidestep launch is going to catch Silence pressing.
Yeah, Stardust going to have to do a whole bunch of that today. Sidestep orbital kicks are going to be very important in this matchup. Also going to have to enforce a lot of that low pressure with the gold crouch mix-ups.
Stardust doing a good job interrupting Silence's pressure with the jab, but this is going to be a big trade for Silence.
Yeah, the combo is going to be a big amount of damage. Going to keep the combo going. Not to spend the heat, but oh my goodness, sidestep off the Oki, going to be a big launch for Silence. Just enough to finish off with the twirling kick. Silence takes round one.
All right, a lot of back and forth jab pressure from both of these players, trying to open up the other one up, and Silence lands that counter hit.
Damage incoming, oh my goodness, what a combo. Not gonna spend the heat, goes for the low sweep instead.
Stardust on the power crush, interrupts Silence's running kick, and Silence with the jab pressure. Stardust needs to find an opening here to even up that health, but it doesn't matter. Silence is going to close it out with some quick jabs.
Silence showing off the strength of the pokes and getting those counter hits as well. Doing a great job. Starts up and low parry from Stardust, trying to turn the tide right back his way. Gonna slide on the Nina for good measure. Nice little jab interruption. No way from Silence, just poking back and forth.
And again, Stardust with those jab interrupts gets the counter hits, but goes for the hop kick and gets hit by Silence's back sway kick. No throw break there from Stardust. And again, no throw break.
Nice job staying on the ground, Stardust did, but oh my goodness. Orbital kick this time, though, is going to land. Has a chance at a combo here. Has access to the heat, but doesn't go for anything. Went through orbital kick again and going to get punished for it, and Silence takes the first 3 rounds in style.
Yeah, it feels bad. I think usually the extension on that combo I see from Stardust is that while standing too, so it looks like it might have just not come out.
Yeah, might just swallow the inputs.
Yeah.
Legal Date in the background trying to give Stardust a few tips on what is going on. Gotta lock in here. It is best of 5, but you never want to go down 0-2.
Definitely not. You want to leave a little buffer room for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to celebrate on the Sen.
The Sen Wizard. In Paris, I think.
I believe so. They got the Eiffel Tower in the back.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice low block there from Silence. Gets the wall standing one into the blickies.
CF1 from Stardust just trying to control the tempo a little bit. Nice orbital kick is well timed. Those orbital kicks are going to be absolutely essential to getting Silence floated. Big combo incoming. Gets the wall spot as well. Oh my goodness, 14 hits on that combo is massive damage.
Yeah, Stardust opting to keep the heat, not spend the dash on that back 2-1.
Nice little slide there out of full crouch and gonna get a nice series of DF1s. Those small buttons are gonna be absolutely essential for Stardust to make that comeback happen.
Nice duck there from Stardust. Ooh, and again lands the hop kick, catches Silence, pressing a jab.
Orbital is gonna be absolutely essential. Good wall splats, big damage again. Full crouch into a nice low, into the mid this time. Nice evasion from Silence on the sidewalk, but not gonna be enough to get damage back. But wait a second, wall splat off the string. All that recoverable health coming right back for Silence. Stardust trying to escape from the corner. Oh my god!
No!
The step from Silence manages to dodge the armor kick and means that Silence gets one round right back.
Yeah, some weird realignment I think happened with that power crush. So unfortunate to see, but Stardust is still in it. And Silence finishing out that string, catches Stardust, but Stardust answering right back with that back 2-1 into the heat activation.
Nice
And gets
slide.
the slide, guaranteed. 2 off the slide, spends the heat.
Trying to go into full crouch, but got caught in the mid. But nice grab interruption from Stardust on the counter grab. As trying to finish off, nice slide, but no guarantee because Nina stayed on the ground. The guns do some damage. Armor kick, big damage from Stardust right back. Stardust trying to take one game back right here on the riverboat. Good DF1, good slide. These slides are catching Silence off guards. Big crumple as well, gonna be big damage on the combo.
Yeah, huge trade there from Stardust. Finishes off the combo with the back 2-1, sending Silence into the wall. And again, oh, he goes for the flash kick, but Silence ducks it and gets the launch.
Guard break gonna be ducked for sure. Big damage right back for Silence. Stardust still has recoverable health, but oh my goodness, a lot of that is going down. Both have heat. The guns, big chip damage as well. Stardust wants the DF2, goes for the jab now. The gun's not gonna get ducked, oh my goodness, and this means Stardust, Silence, final round.
All right, this round could be a big difference in whether or not Stardust gets to breathe a little bit, because if Silence takes this, that's 2-0 and only needs one more game, and that is not a position you want to be in against Silence here in Losers Finals.
Big wall spot from Silence gonna be huge, and Silence has scary Oki setups like that one. Oh my goodness. Stardust alive with one sliver of health. Gonna get hit by the guns though, and that's it again. Oof. Showing signs of life, but unable to seal the deal in Silence, taking a 2-0 commanding lead in these Losers Finals.
Yeah, this isn't Rockbox, but that was some scary Oki.
Scary Oki indeed.
Sorry, bad pun.
Well, we'll be singing Evan's praises soon if Stardust can't figure it out.
Get ready for the next battle.
Head in the hands, but this is where it could all begin. It only takes one to turn the tide. Can Stardust do it, or will Silence dominate? As is in classic Seattle Tekken fashion. Here we go.
Yeah, we did see Deagle Dave go up there for a little bit more coaching for Stardust, so we'll have to see what the adaptations are. Stardust landing that wall running 2, and just keeping the pressure up against Silence. Silence interrupting that back 2-1, but Stardust pulling out that power crush and landing that wall running 2 again, closing out round 1.
That wall running 2 looks just like a slide, so it's scary to duck, really. But when you go for the duck, the forward 4-2 can do big damage. A nice little raw launch from Stardust, starting to put the pieces together. Taking this Nina to the wall. Big wall splat, big damage. Orbital kick just to catch the step is fantastic. Also has the heat to keep it going. Activate the heat. Combo's gonna be extended. Slides on her for good measure, but spring kick from Silence. Here we go. Silence getting the offense cooking.
And there's that low heat smash from Stardust. Silence does still have a lot of gray health to work with and has heat and is in rage. So a lot of resources here. Stardust does not have those resources. Silence with the sidestep and pulls out the blickies. Stardust with the interrupt.
Heat smash from Silence. It's perfectly timed though. Gonna catch Stardust acting 1-1 on the board.
There's Silence with those strings again. Nice sidestep from Stardust, but it doesn't catch, unfortunately. Making full use of that power crush and gets that while standing 2 launch and wall blast. No extension on the combo.
Pokes from Silence, pokes from both these two. Stardust just managed to catch the string, otherwise Silence could have stepped for a big launch. Big blonde bomb though. Oh my goodness, catch the step again. Nice little poke from Silence. but Stardust only has one comp to work with. Gonna get stuck there. Silence on the verge of securing a spot in Grand Finals for a berth against Shandu. Can Stardust bring it back?
Silence with the mind games just runs up and just stands in Stardust's face, saying, "Press a button, I dare you."
Counter hit though from Stardust gonna be one way to get things back on track. Combo gonna take this Nina almost to the wall. No punish there from Silence. Trying to step, but just getting caught by some of these strings. But big damage on the one from Stardust. Wall slide again. Can't get the finish though. Can't give Silence a lease on life. Silence thrives in these 1 HP situations. Big heat dash at the wall. Big wall splat. Gonna spend the rage as well. All that recoverable gray health for Stardust about to get ripped away. And we're gonna be down to a last interaction.
Oof. Stardust still has health to work with and has rage. Gets the slide and takes it. Stardust staying in it.
The crowd cheering Stardust's name as he finally gets a chance right back. But big invasive launch from Silence trying to crush those dreams right away. Stardust looking about to get dusted. Has to figure something out quick. Nice interruption.
Trying to open up Silence with the side steps into the down forward one. Gets the full crouch pressure and the wall burst. Gets the surfboard for the safe extension on the combo. Doesn't have to worry about that wall standing launch.
Oh my god, but the big sidewalk from Silence gonna be a big launch. Stardust's life on the line, but Silence trying to take it away. Oki steps gonna be scary. Nice guard break. And throw break was fantastic. Nice steps for Stardust. Gonna get the heat activated. Has a chance. Has the heat going. Has the heat rolling. Spends part of the heat for a smash. Trying to make it happen. Throw break from Silence just to readjust. Big heat smash response. Caught Nina floating though, so not enough damage. And Silence reactivating the heat. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds left. Big chip damage. More guns, big chip damage. Oh my goodness. And that's it. Wall spot from Silence. Silencing Stardust's dreams. Just when it looked like Stardust had a chance to come right back, Silence shuts the door.
Oh, that was so stressful. Silence knowing that he could pop heat and just spend those guns to chip down Stardust. Even if he can't open Stardust up, gets the chip damage to create that life differential and just spam out that timer. So good option there from Silence and just closes it out against Stardust. Stardust making it to the top 3, but our finals are going to be between Shandu and Silence.
It's going to be up to Silence to defend the Pacific Northwest here, facing up against the absolutely electrically amazing play of this Lily that Shandu brings to the table. That lateral Lily, going to be very hard to deal with. But if there's anyone that can deal with it, looks like it's going to be Silence that's up for the task with that chippy Nina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anybody knows how to deal with lateral movement, it's Silence. So, and you know, I haven't seen either of these players play in this tournament yet, so it's going to be definitely exciting. It's unfortunate for Stardust not going to get the run back, but both of these players are so high level and have such strong movement and poking skills that it's going to be interesting how they both adapt to each other's play styles.
I cannot wait to get this set on the road. Can Silence get the bracket reset, or is it going to be all Shandu all day? We'll see if the Arizonian can make it happen.
Yeah, that's true. If you're not aware, this is going to be a grand finals that Silence will need to reset if they want to stay in it. So Silence has to win 6 games, not even just rounds, but whole games, whereas Shandu just has to win 3. So definitely an uphill climb for Silence.
An uphill climb, but Silence has done it before. He's made the bracket resets happen before. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a gargantuan task against this very, very strong Lily player that is Shandu. Can you do it for Seattle? Can you do it for Tacoma? Can you do it for the Pacific Northwest? Shandu's smiling at the camera.
All right, everybody, if you're in the
He's
house
ready.
for Fight Kingdom 2025, make some noise for your winners finals.
Big, grand final energy on the line here. Everyone's hooting and hollering. They are clapping. We are ready to get some Tekken action on the road.
All right, the two blonde bombshells facing off here between Lily and Nina. Unfortunately, I don't have any lore info between the two. I don't think they have a lot of interactions.
Not as many interactions, but I will say They're both pretty elegant fighters. You know, it's a battle of the elegant fighters. So we'll see how we
I don't know if Nina pulling out the guns is elegant, but
Okay, I guess the gun's the cheat.
but the reverse ivory cutter, yes, absolutely. She's got her little pirouette spin.
All right, here we go. Grand finals. Silence on the loser side. Shandu trying to finish it on the winner side. Who will win your Fight Kingdom 2025? Here we go. Grand finals, Tekken 8.
All right, nice low block immediately from Silence. Shandu's going to have definitely a tough time enforcing those lows against Silence, but finds the wall splat and gets the tornado to extend the combo. Shandu is in heat, so we might see some feisty rabbit shenanigans. There we go. Nice block on the low from Silence and gets the heat activation. That's a lot of health back to work with, and Silence has rage to work with as well.
Shandu gonna try to stop everything that Silence has got, but this time Silence catching Shandu with the heat smash and breaking the floor for his troubles. Also has the rage, so even could try to go rage after this. Yep, there's the rage. This might even be enough. Probably not gonna be enough. It could be really close to being a kill though. Oh my goodness. What a conversion there. 22-hit combo. Make it 23. Woo! And that's a KO!
109 damage. Someone call up Harada.
Oh my goodness. Nice low block from Silence on the stop. But what a sec. Wait a second. What a sidestep from Shandu. We've been saying that all day, and it's happening yet again. What a launch.
And the feisty rabbit shenanigans there. Spends the heat and keeping Silence at the wall. Silence still has heat to work with. Nice low block from Silence, but Shandu catches Silence, pressing the button, gets the launch, and is going to send us down to floor 3 here in Jin's Subconscious.
Yep. Nice while running, 1+2, gonna make good use of the tracking there. Oh my god, went for the split little low, out of the back turn. Silence trying to poke away, but Shandu's lows have been so clutch, and those mids also coming in clutch, catching the side flip as well, sweeping Silence off the ground for the next round.
Yeah, Shandu doing an excellent job of those sidestep down, forward one pressure, just to catch Silence pressing. There it is again, gets the counter hit. Quick low from Shandu, trying to make some space and catch Silence pressing. Both players looking for that whiff punish. Silence with the slide and keeps the pressure up with the guns. Gets the counter hit.
But that while running 1+2 catches Silence's steps perfectly, just interrupting so many moves. Low poke from Shandu. Both these two at about half health. Silence with a slight health edge here, extending that health edge with more low pokes. Oh, what a grab! Catches Shandu in the middle of a move with a counter hit, and oh my goodness, everyone's locked in here as Silence takes the early lead.
Oh, interesting, interesting lateral movement there. Both players whiffing.
You're going to see a lot of that today. There's so many laterals. Oh my goodness, Silence going to get the counter hit confirmed though off the launch. Big combo incoming. Trying to make the Pacific Northwest proud. Doing well so far, but big sidewalking from Shandu. Gets a comment. How did he punish that? How did he punish that? Oh my goodness, going to get a full combo for his trouble with the stop at the end.
Nice low block there from Silence. Gets the wall standing one into the guns for the retaliation. Silence trying to make some space. Shandu doing a great job going evasive underneath Silence's pokes.
Nice grab break from Silence to stay alive. Another grab this time onto Shandu. Counter hit grab, big damage. Nice step in the launch. Big launch from Silence after the step. Could be enough to kill. Yes, it is. Gonna make you watch a cutscene for your troubles. It's movie time. We're headed to the box office.
I feel like this this Rage Art should do a little bit more damage considering you're getting shot in the back with a couple guns, but I don't know. Maybe Nina's just got some pellets in there.
Nina with the John Wick acrobatics there and the guns. These two are laughing it up, but it's all business. First game in the books, and it is Silence on the board here early on.
Oh, it looks like we had some controller issues, so gonna fix that. It's a good thing that didn't happen in-game.
We are quite lucky, yes. Both these two making sure their controllers are doing exactly what they want them to do. Always gotta make sure you don't end up with an accidental disconnection.
Ah!
So the story we just got for production is that Shandu was laughing so hard he pulled the cable out by accident. So we are reconnecting those controllers and making sure we're all set up again. But yeah.
Get ready for
You love to see it. We love to see a cheerful top 8. No doom and gloom here. It's all fun and games until you start sidestepping.
Here we go. This time we're in Lee's marvelous mansion, the Elegant Palace. You think Lily's jealous about this palace?
I'm sure she's got an equally elegant palace.
But one thing she's not jealous about is getting gunned in the chest. Oh my goodness, Silence with a nice wall spot. Nice low poke as well, and nice mid catch on the step. Trying to keep Shandu cornered at this wall. Mon bomb into the wall spot again. Perfect on the board. 7 golden letters. Silence taking the first one in style.
All right, Shandu using those side steps to try and catch Silence mid-pressure, but Silence not falling for it. Excellent lateral movement from both of these players. Silence catches the feisty rabbit with the spring kick.
Spring kicks are so risky, but Silence just knows exactly when he can time them. But Feisty Rabbit is going to lead to a heat engage for Lily. Heat dash as well. Connects on the combo. Goes for Oki mix up afterwards. Nice low block though from Silence. Going to get the full launch there for Silence off the sweep. Also has heat and rage, so can spend it. But the sidewall going to foil that combo. Wait a second. Balcony break readjusts, and oh my goodness, going to get the chance to spend the rage art.
Beautiful matchup knowledge there from Silence, knowing exactly how that sidewall is going to interact with that combo. Gets the wall break, spends the rage art, just a sliver of health left.
HP.
What's Shandu gonna do? Silence interrupted with the power crush.
Heat engage, your best friend in that scenario, just enough to get the float. Back turn mix up from Shandu was pretty good with the low.
Silence has been really good about blocking Shandu's low pressure, but Shandu still letting it rip. Knowing you gotta do it sometimes. Silence with the jab pressure. And gets the wall break, sending us down to 4-3. No more balcony breaks to work with on this stage.
Full wall splat as well. Oh my god, another wall splat. So many hits, but nice low block from Shandu just to get momentum right back. Spending the heat, just to keep the combo going and trying to get all the way to the other side of the wall. Not quite the wall splat he was looking for though. Big tracking move though. This is the wall splat he was looking for. Spends the heat smash. Gonna finish it off with the cutscene. Keeps it going.
Ooh, Silence. Clipping Shandu mid sidestep and is gonna get the launch.
One bomb to finish it off. Guns as well. Good steps from Shandu, but no punish there. Good throw break as well. More gun damage. Big wall splat again, but sidewall just converts. Never mind. Silence with a nice little jab. Cleans it up. Takes a 2-0 lead in the grand finals.
Yeah, dominant first 2 games from Silence. That evasiveness and those lows that Shandu was pulling out earlier against Stardust, just not opening up Silence in a way that they are probably expecting. But Shandu still, like, no slouch, staying in it, doing a great job of being extorting the pressure against Silence as well.
Absolutely. Shandu trying to keep the pressure cooker going, but Nina is exploding that pressure cooker over and over again, tracking those side steps well, and just keeping Shandu contained. Like we said earlier, if there's anyone that can do it, keep you in a cone of shame, it's Silence.
You don't want to be in the cone of shame. I know. I know Lily's Salt does not want to be in the cone of shame either.
Absolutely not. Nice hop kick though from Shandu. That's the first sign of life here. Combo is going to be extended all the way to the wall. Heat engage just to make sure for the wall splat. Nice OP setup as well. Good low block on the low heat smash from Silence. But good punishment from Shandu takes a round right back.
Ooh, slide from Silence catches Shandu's sidestep, but Shandu with the feisty rabbit low.
Low block from Silence is perfect though. Catches that sweep and says, I'm taking you to Launch Town. To the wall. There's no windows here, otherwise it's the windows too.
All right, Shandu with the heat activation. Silence trying to interrupt.
One bomb gonna be steps, but still no punish there from Shandu. Spends the heat just to get the heat dash on the plus frames. Big balcony break. Gonna take us down to the downstairs part of the hang.
Shandu with the run-up stomp and finishes out that string, catches Silence pressing after the block blow. Not something we have seen a lot from Shandu, finishing out that low string, so that was smart.
Reverse is Silence saying it's going to keep going. Nice little run, rising launcher. Shandu taking his turn right back. Nice low block again from Silence, calling out all these sweeps perfectly. Sean Dude has been approaching with a lot of those sweeps, and Silence is saying you can't get away with it. Another wall blast. Here we go.
Yeah, that backdash from Silence was perfectly timed. Knew that Sean Dude was going to press a button and hit Sean Dude with that homing kick just to push him against the wall.
My goodness. Silence just evaded that low hit, but oh my, there it is. That evasive stance, able to make it happen. Oh, big counter hit combo with the knee. Has Sean Dude up against the wall. Nice grab break from Sean Dude. Gonna interrupt as well with the heat engage. But there's the wall splat.
Yeah, Silence with that low string gets the wall splat, finishing it out with the blonde bomb. And again, blonde bomb to close out round 4. Taking us to the final round. If Silence wins this, that is the reset.
Big grab there. Silence on the brink. Trying to go for the balancing launcher, but Sean Dude slamming down with the mid.
Yeah, I would not want to have Lily's heel hit my face in that manner, so I do not blame Nina for getting knocked down after that.
Big flow from Sean Dude with the jabs. Has another Oki situation, and the feisty rabbit mix-up is huge with the heat smash afterwards. Silence has recoverable health. Ooh! The leg to the face, and Sean Dude shuts the door for now. Still in this part of the bracket, trying to keep it from going to a reset.
Yeah, the less time played against Silence, the better. Yep. In those long sets, I feel like Silence has a really good adaptations that are made over time. So you want as little data for your opponent as possible. Try and clutch out the grand finals without that reset.
Absolutely. The fastest student in the Pacific Northwest is how I feel about Silence sometimes. Able to figure out what you're doing immediately, right? All those low block callouts have been great. But now Sean Dude's starting to adjust again. There's that wall spot out the feisty rabbit mid.
But voila! Sending Silence up against the wall, keeps it going with the stomp. Heat dash for the plus frame. Stomp catches Silence and sidestep. And there's the low again from Sean Dude trying to close it out. And the knee to the gut. Quick round 1 there from Sean Dude.
Nice low jab, but oh my goodness, steps again from Sean Dude, saying, remember this? I can sidestep. I got the best sidestep in the game. Heat activated. Keeping Silence at the wall again. Oki setup after Oki setup. Nice low block from Silence though, gets the punish and the guns.
Yeah, nice job using the guns to create some space from Silence. Silence does have some great health to work with and still has heat and is enraged, but it's just not enough. Sean Dude finding that homing kick to close out round 2.
Sean Dude on the verge of taking us to championship game. Popping kick as a bunny would into Silence's face. Silence trying to make it happen, but duck from Sean Dude was perfect. Gonna get the launch and the combo and the wall splat. Heat activated again. Big damage to the wall. Fights around the mid. Nice low sweep again. Good steps from Silence. Catches Sean Dude off axis and the handstand grab into the wall.
Ooh, nice low block there from Sean Dude. Gets the wall standing launch. And the low, oh my gosh. Sean Dude evening it up 2-2 here in grand finals. What an impressive display from Sean Dude. Just a complete change in tempo.
There's always a bit of a hangover when you have a chance to finish out a set and don't quite get to do it. I think that game was kind of that a little bit, but Sean Dude also getting some confidence, right? And so now it's really going to come down to one game, right? It could be, literally with one round could change everything, right?
Yes.
These two at 2-2, it could be a victory here or a complete bracket reset. Back to the palace we go. Fight Kingdom 2025 on the line for these two. Grand finals. Sean Dude gonna finish that string.
Yeah, that was a good evasive back turn option there from Sean Dude. And Silence punishing that with the while standing 4. Gets the slaps in. Sean Dude with the sidestep launch. This is going to send Silence all the way to the wall. Will we get the balcony break? No, we get the wall reset though. The Oki setups are just absolutely deadly. Spends the heat smash and a quick round 1 for Sean Dude.
Yeah, Sean Dude caught the get up attack option from Silence perfectly. Covered it well. Silence responding with slaps of his own on the Nina. Nice low string. Has Sean Dude down to half health with no recoverable health. Nice grab break as well, but that means, oh my goodness, duck from Sean Dude though was perfect. This could be deadly. Big damage.
Absolutely. Sean Dude opting not to break the wall, but is going to break the wall now. Going to send Nina all the way down to floor 3.
That rolling team doing so much work. Oh my goodness. Another wall blast here. Oh my god. 6 seconds on the combo, but good response for Silence on the punish. Sidewall just not gonna get the splat, but nice low from Sean Dude.
What's it gonna be? It only takes a Rage
Oh
Art
my
to close it
God!
out. Sean Dude.
A
quick-
brutal Rage Art.
Round 2, and that is going to send us into round 3. Set point for Sean Dude.
Sean Dude for Fight Kingdom point here in Grand Finals has the chance to close it out. What a sidestep hop kick, that could be it. Cartwheeling in, stomping on Silence. Low poke from Silence though, trying to get things back.
Nice wall standing 1 punish there from Silence. Nice duck. Gets the wall standing 2. And this is going to be a lot of combo damage. Sean Dude does have a lot of great health to work with and still has heat though. And there is the counter hit launch. Sean Dude gonna activate heat to extend the combo and send Silence back into the wall. Stomp. Silence interrupts the stomp with the spring kick. Gets the grab.
One for the stomp, but Sean Dude survived. Low sweep from Sean Dude. Gonna get the heat smash, and that's it! Sean Dude is your Fight Kingdom 2025 Tekken 8 champion with the reverse sweep against Silence. Pose for the camera, Sean Dude. You took home the grand prize.
Whew. Excellent showing there from Sean Dude. Silence starting off extremely strong, taking those first 2 games, but Sean Dude with the adaptations needed to reverse sweep and bring it back up to 3, finishing out, not allowing the reset. You know, unfortunately, we don't get to commentate more Tekken, but congratulations to Sean Dude for winning Fight Kingdom 2025 for Tekken 8.
A huge shout out to Silence for trying his best to defend the Northwest, but in the end, it was Sean Dude that prevailed on that Lily. The lateral movement, the mix-ups, doing a fantastic job with the feisty rabbit and making Lily look absolutely deadly. All right, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to send it over pretty quickly here for the top 8 ceremony after everything. Here we go. I mean, all I'm going to say is, what a top 8. What a top 8 for these two. For the entire bracket, right? We had some fantastic sets, including those grand finals. I had a glass. It was great.
Yeah, it was incredible sets between all the players. Congratulations to everybody that made it to top 8. It was a tough bracket, clearly, but we had a blast watching everybody duke it out and try and get this big trophy here for Fight Kingdom Tekken 8 champion. There it is. And, you know, it's been a blast getting to commentate with Dulcet Flower, our first top 8 commentating together.
Had to break out the swanky outfits for the top 8.
Absolutely.
We're just so honored to be able to bring you some amazing Tekken sets, and we had an absolute blast playing. And we still have 3v3 teams later in the day here in the side brackets. So we'll try our best in that as well. But,
Of course, yeah, and you know, stick around. We've got more fighting games for you today. We got Street Fighter 6 top 8 coming up. We got Street Fighter Third Strike coming up later on after that, and then finishing off the day with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And people have been grinding Marvel vs. Capcom 2 all weekend at the Bring Your Own Consoles rooms. It's been cool seeing such a large showing for the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 crowd here at Fight Kingdom 2025.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's going to be absolutely cool to see. And by the way, on the stage, you have the actual like cabinets for those. That's going to be really cool to see those in action. But yeah, can't wait to see that. But what a bracket it's been.
Yeah.
Tekken 8 this weekend was in full force. Lots of folks showed up. Everyone competed. And folks, you know, brought the craziness of Season 2 to full bear, I will say, with tons and tons of stance mix-ups over and over again. But in the end, you know, it was the Arizonian that prevailed.
Yeah, congratulations again to Sean Dude. And just want to take a quick moment to shout out the Fight Kingdom production staff for putting this on. Everybody helping us run streams, setting up commentary, and just doing an overall great job. It's been a blast. If you weren't here this year, definitely show out to Fight Kingdom 2026 and support your locals. It's very important. We can't do this without the players and everybody that puts it on. So we are going to swap over to our trophy ceremony. So I have been Heckle.
I've been Dulcet Flower.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, it's time for our Tekken 8 Top 8. In 7th place, let's hear it for Deagle Dave. Also in 7th place, let's hear it for Puma Man. Coming in fifth, KDC. Also in fifth, let's hear it for Rebonora. And in fourth place, let's hear it for Dandy. Coming in third, Stardust. And in second place, let's hear it for Silence. And our Fight Kingdom 2025 Tekken 8 champion, Shondu. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tekken 8 top 8.